Have you ever wondered if the people in your life are truly there for you, or just taking advantage of your kindness? It's like being at a crossroads, unsure which path leads to genuine connections. Well, you're not alone in this journey. Although unique to each of us, it's a shared experience navigating through a maze of relationships, trying to sort out the genuine from the pretentious. As Marcus Aurelius once reflected, it's essential to understand the nature of those we associate with. But why is this important, you might ask? Because you deserve relationships that uplift you, that bring out the best in you. It's not just about avoiding users. It's about attracting and nurturing bonds that are truly rewarding. This is about your personal growth and well-being. So, are you ready to transform how you perceive and navigate your relationships, moving towards more genuine and fulfilling connections? Let's dive into the heart of this matter. In this video, we're going to explore 15 revealing signs that someone might be using you. These aren't just random tips. They're carefully crafted insights based on understanding human behavior and emotions. From recognizing one-sided conversations to spotting when your generosity is being exploited, these pointers will empower you to see beyond the surface. 1. Diminishing comments. As we navigate through life, we often encounter diminishing comments, much like hidden rocks in a stream that can unexpectedly trip us up. Imagine the joy of sharing a personal achievement, only to be met with a dismissive, "That's all?" Such remarks, though seemingly trivial, can leave a lasting impact. Picture confiding your dreams to someone close, seeking encouragement, but instead receiving a belittling response. These comments are not just offhand remarks. They are carefully crafted tools used by some to undermine your confidence and keep you in a state of self-doubt. The intent behind these words is to make you feel smaller, thus elevating the speaker's sense of self-worth. Consider the scenario where you excitedly tell a colleague about a recent promotion. Instead of congratulating you, they retort with, "Well, it's about time." This type of comment can cast a shadow over your achievement, making you second-guess its significance. Similarly, sharing your aspirations with someone only to hear, "Do you really think you can do that?" can be incredibly disheartening. These moments, while fleeting, can create a ripple effect, gradually eroding your self-esteem and making you hesitant to share future successes or dreams. From a Stoic perspective, these encounters offer a valuable opportunity for reflection and growth. Stoicism teaches us not to suppress our emotions, but to understand and manage them. When faced with diminishing comments, it's essential to focus on what's within your control, your reaction. Recognize that these remarks are often a projection of the speaker's insecurities rather than a reflection of your worth. By internalizing this, you can begin to view such comments with a sense of detachment and equanimity. You have the power to choose how you respond to these remarks. You can either let them affect you or see them for what they truly are: manifestations of someone else's inner struggles. Responding with calmness and self-assurance is a hallmark of Stoic practice. Instead of engaging in verbal skirmishes, maintain your composure and confidence. A Stoic individual understands that their self-worth is not contingent on the opinions of others, but is rooted in their own intrinsic value. Creating a supportive environment is crucial for maintaining your sense of self-worth. Surround yourself with individuals who genuinely support and uplift you. These positive influences can act as a buffer against the negativity that diminishing comments bring. In the grand tapestry of life, seen through a Stoic lens, there is no room for the dimming effects of others' insecurities. By fostering relationships that celebrate your achievements and encourage your aspirations, you build a strong support system that reinforces your resilience. In the pursuit of personal growth, it is vital to protect your self-esteem from being undermined by others. Your self-worth is your armor, your unwavering strength that should not be swayed by those who seek to diminish it for their gain. Recognize your achievements and dreams as significant and worthy of respect. By doing so, You create a foundation of self-respect that can withstand the corrosive effects of negative comments. Adopting Stoic principles can help fortify your inner strength and self-control. When faced with diminishing remarks, take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself of your inherent worth. Your actions and achievements will ultimately speak louder than the words of those who attempt to belittle you. By consistently demonstrating your capabilities, you can render any negative remarks insignificant in the broader context of your journey. While diminishing comments may seem minor, their cumulative effect can be profound, impacting your self-esteem and confidence. By embracing a Stoic approach, you can manage your reactions, maintain your inner peace, and focus on your personal growth. Cultivate a supportive environment and let your self-esteem act as a shield against negativity. Your journey, filled with its unique challenges and triumphs, is far too important to be hindered by the insecurities of others. Oprah Winfrey's journey to becoming a global media icon is another compelling example of overcoming diminishing comments through resilience and self-belief. Her life story is filled with instances where she faced negativity and discouraging remarks. Yet her ability to rise above them serves as a powerful testament to the human spirit's capacity for perseverance. Born into poverty in rural Mississippi in 1954, Oprah faced numerous challenges from a young age. Her early life was marked by hardship and adversity, including abuse and neglect. Despite these difficulties, she showed early signs of her extraordinary talent, excelling in school and winning a scholarship to Tennessee State University. However, even as she began to build her career in media, she encountered numerous obstacles and discouraging comments. Oprah's first major break in television came when she was hired as a co-anchor for the evening news at a local station in Nashville. However, her journey in broadcasting was not smooth. She was often criticized for her emotional reporting style, which was considered unprofessional at the time. A news director once told her that she was unfit for television news. These diminishing comments could have easily deterred her, making her question her abilities and career choice. Despite the negativity, Oprah remained undeterred. She eventually found her niche in talk shows, where her empathetic and engaging style resonated with audiences. Her move to a morning talk show in Chicago, AM Chicago, marked a turning point. The show quickly gained popularity and was later renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show. Yet, even as her star began to rise, she faced skepticism and criticism. Many industry experts doubted the longevity of her success, often attributing it to novelty rather than genuine talent. Throughout her career, Oprah faced comments that sought to diminish her achievements. Critics often downplayed her accomplishments, attributing them to luck or timing rather than her hard work and talent. Some even suggested that her success was solely due to her ability to sensationalize stories. However, Oprah's response to these comments was a masterclass in resilience. She continued to innovate, expanding her brand and influence while staying true to her authentic self. Oprah's Stoic approach to handling negativity is evident in her philosophy of focusing on what she can control and letting her work speak for itself. She has often spoken about the importance of self-belief and inner strength. By concentrating on her vision and goals, she was able to navigate the sea of negativity and emerge stronger. Her ability to transform criticism into motivation is a key aspect of her success. An essential factor in Oprah's resilience was her ability to surround herself with supportive individuals. From mentors like Maya Angelou to friends and colleagues who believed in her potential, she built a network that provided encouragement and validation. This support system played a crucial role in helping her maintain her confidence and focus despite the diminishing comments. Oprah's success extends far beyond her talk show. She became a media mogul, founding her own production company, Harpo Productions, and launching the Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN. Her influence spans various industries, including publishing, film, and philanthropy. Each venture came with its share of doubters and critics, but her unwavering belief in her vision propelled her forward. In conclusion, Oprah Winfrey's journey from a troubled childhood to becoming one of the most influential figures in media exemplifies the power of resilience in the face of diminishing comments. Her ability to maintain self-belief and focus on her goals, despite the negativity, highlights the importance of inner strength and a supportive network. By adopting a Stoic mindset and surrounding herself with positive influences, Oprah demonstrated that our reactions to others' opinions define our success. Her story is a powerful reminder that with resilience and self-belief, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve our dreams. 2. Broken promises, the gulf between words and deeds. Have you ever encountered individuals who possess a remarkable talent for weaving intricate promises, yet consistently fail to follow through when it matters most? These individuals are akin to skilled storytellers who captivate with their words but falter when it comes time to translate promises into tangible actions. This phenomenon, often referred to as the illusion of commitment, highlights a fundamental disparity between verbal assurances and actual commitment. In practical terms, this disconnect manifests across various domains, from corporate settings to personal relationships. Consider the corporate executive who pledges ambitious goals during quarterly earnings calls but struggles to achieve them due to organizational inefficiencies or unforeseen challenges. Such instances of unfulfilled promises can significantly impact shareholder confidence and corporate credibility. Similarly, in personal interactions, the gap between words and actions can strain relationships and erode trust. Imagine a friend who repeatedly assures you of their steadfast support but consistently fails to show up in times of need. These situations underscore the importance of reliability and consistency in fostering genuine connections built on mutual respect and reciprocity. The essence of discernment lies in evaluating not just what is said, but also what is done. Actions serve as a reliable indicator of one's true intentions and commitment. Individuals who habitually fall short on their promises reveal patterns of behavior that speak volumes about their reliability and dedication. It's analogous to entrusting someone with a crucial task based on their eloquent assurances, only to discover their absence when execution is paramount. This distinction is not rooted in cynicism but in pragmatism, a recognition that trust is earned through congruence between words and deeds. When promises consistently go unfulfilled, it undermines the foundation upon which relationships and professional collaborations are built. This discrepancy challenges the authenticity of interactions and underscores the imperative of accountability in all endeavors. Empowering oneself with this insight enables informed decision-making in selecting individuals who align actions with their professed commitments. Time and emotional investments are invaluable resources deserving recipients who demonstrate unwavering integrity and reliability in their actions. This principle resonates universally, guiding assessments in business partnerships, friendships, and beyond. Statistics underscore the tangible impact of broken promises in shaping perceptions and outcomes. Research indicates that consumer trust in brands diminishes significantly following instances of failed product launches or misleading marketing claims. Similarly, interpersonal relationships are susceptible to strain when assurances of support are not substantiated by corresponding actions, leading to disillusionment and emotional detachment. By prioritizing accountability and consistency, individuals and organizations cultivate environments where promises are honored and trust flourishes organically. This ethos fosters a culture of reliability and credibility, reinforcing the intrinsic link between integrity and sustained success in professional and personal spheres. In essence, the dichotomy between words and actions serves as a poignant reminder of the enduring value of reliability and transparency in all facets of life. By embracing a mindset that values actions over rhetoric, individuals navigate complexities with clarity and fortitude, forging alliances rooted in authenticity and mutual respect. 3. Unilateral benefit. Navigating relationships often feels like walking a tightrope, where balance is crucial but sometimes elusive, particularly when one finds themselves ensnared in the trap of unilateral benefit. Unilateral benefit can be described as the scenario where one person consistently invests effort, whether it's emotional support, time, or resources, without receiving equitable reciprocity in return. It's akin to rowing a boat alone, while others leisurely enjoy the journey without contributing back. This imbalance not only undermines the giver's efforts, but also perpetuates a dynamic of undervaluation and neglect. Recent studies highlight the detrimental effects of such imbalances on mental and emotional well-being. Research conducted by psychologists reveals that individuals who perpetually find themselves in a giving position, devoid of mutual support, often experience heightened levels of stress, emotional exhaustion, and diminished self-esteem. These individuals report feeling unappreciated and burdened by the one-sided nature of their relationships. Moreover, the absence of reciprocity erodes the foundational elements of trust and mutual respect that are essential for healthy relationship dynamics. Stoic philosophy provides insights into the importance of mutual respect and balance in interpersonal connections. It emphasizes that one's worth should not hinge solely on their capacity to give or sacrifice for others. Recognizing and addressing these one-sided dynamics isn't merely an act of self-preservation, but a fundamental step towards preserving one's dignity and emotional health. Setting clear boundaries becomes imperative not as an act of selfishness, but as a necessary affirmation of self-worth and the importance of balanced, reciprocal relationships. Engaging in open and honest conversations about expectations and contributions is pivotal in addressing unilateral benefit. It serves as an opportunity to assess who genuinely values the relationship enough to adjust their behaviors and commitments accordingly. Those unwilling to reciprocate may unintentionally create space for relationships that are more equitable and supportive. Research underscores that quality surpasses quantity in fostering meaningful connections. Being recognized as a valued individual rather than a mere resource is essential for fostering genuine relationships. In the journey of life, everyone deserves a supportive network rather than being relegated to a solo effort. Studies consistently demonstrate that individuals with robust support systems report higher levels of happiness, resilience in adversity, and overall life satisfaction. Surrounding oneself with individuals who appreciate and reciprocate efforts not only promotes personal growth, but also fulfills emotional needs. Consequently, it's imperative not to settle for relationships that drain emotional resources, but to seek out connections that nurture mutual respect and reciprocity. Ultimately, addressing unilateral benefit in relationships isn't just about asserting one's needs. It's about cultivating environments where both parties can flourish together. By advocating for relationships grounded in respect and reciprocity, individuals lay the foundation for deeper connections that enhance overall well-being and satisfaction. This transformational shift requires courage and perseverance, but offers the opportunity to foster relationships that are not only supportive, but also affirming of each person's intrinsic worth and dignity. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. This proverb encapsulates a key aspect of Stoic thought concerning the relationship between human will and the forces of fate or destiny. Stoicism teaches that while individuals have the capacity to exert their will and make choices, they are also subject to external circumstances beyond their control. In essence, this proverb suggests that those who embrace their agency and willingly align their actions with the natural order of things find themselves guided by fate, whereas those who resist or hesitate are often swept along reluctantly. At its core, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of accepting the inherent limits of human control while striving to act virtuously and in harmony with nature. The concept of fate, or fatum in Latin, refers not just to a predetermined outcome, but to the cosmic order or providence that governs the universe. Stoics believed in a rational and orderly cosmos where everything unfolds according to a divine plan, and human beings are called to align their actions with this greater harmony. Furthermore, the proverb encourages individuals to cultivate an attitude of acceptance and resilience in the face of life's uncertainties and challenges. Stoics believe that by embracing the natural flow of events and aligning their will with fate, individuals can achieve a state of inner peace and tranquility. This perspective contrasts with a mindset of resistance or defiance, which often leads to frustration, anxiety, and a sense of powerlessness. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, known for his teachings on ethics and personal freedom, frequently emphasized the importance of accepting what lies beyond our immediate control while focusing on cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. He taught that true freedom and happiness arise from within, through the disciplined practice of virtue and the acceptance of fate as an integral part of the human experience. Moreover, the proverb, "Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant," resonates with Stoic principles of moral responsibility and personal growth. It underscores the idea that individuals have a choice in how they respond to circumstances beyond their control. By willingly aligning their actions with the natural order of the universe, individuals can navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose and integrity, thereby fulfilling their potential as rational beings capable of moral excellence. In conclusion, this Stoic proverb encourages individuals to embrace their agency while accepting the role of fate in shaping the course of events. By aligning their will with the natural order and cultivating virtues such as resilience and acceptance, individuals can attain a deeper understanding of themselves and their place within the cosmos. This mindset fosters inner peace, moral integrity, and a sense of fulfillment in living according to Stoic principles of wisdom, virtue, and harmony with the universe. 4. Disregard for your emotions or needs. Disregard for your emotions or needs in a relationship can be insidious, often manifesting subtly before becoming glaringly apparent. It's like carrying a burden that grows heavier over time, slowly eroding your sense of self-worth and emotional well-being. This subtle form of manipulation is often overlooked, yet it can be as damaging as more overt forms of abuse. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes rationality, self-control, and the pursuit of virtue, such neglect stands in stark contrast to the principle of mutual respect and empathy. The Stoics believed in living in accordance with nature and reason, where treating others with dignity and respect is paramount. When someone consistently disregards your feelings and needs, they violate this fundamental principle, creating a toxic dynamic that erodes the very fabric of trust and respect in the relationship. Imagine expressing your thoughts and feelings only to feel as though they dissipate into the air, unheard and unacknowledged. Picture moments of vulnerability met with indifference, as if your emotional needs are inconsequential. This behavior isn't mere oversight or a simple lack of awareness. It's a calculated effort to assert control and dominance, disregarding your autonomy and dignity. It's as if your presence is reduced to that of a mere background character in someone else's story, where your voice is silenced and your needs are minimized. This dynamic is a clear deviation from the Stoic principle of treating others with the respect and empathy they deserve, and it serves as a glaring red flag in the landscape of your relationship. In Stoic terms, this dynamic paints a vivid warning sign in the landscape of your relationship, a glaring divergence from the ideal of treating others with dignity and understanding. Stoicism teaches us that our primary duty is to ourselves, to live virtuously and with integrity, and to cultivate inner peace and resilience. When your emotions are brushed aside, it's crucial to heed the quiet, persistent voice within you that says, "This isn't right." This inner voice is your guide, your Stoic reason, urging you to protect your dignity and well-being. Trusting this voice is essential because it's rooted in your intrinsic worth and the fundamental principle that you deserve to be heard and respected. Speaking up for yourself in the face of emotional neglect isn't about inciting conflict, but about asserting your boundaries and self-respect. Stoicism teaches that genuine strength lies in acknowledging and honoring one's emotions while maintaining composure and clarity of thought. When you articulate your feelings and needs, you're not merely venting. You're asserting your right to be treated with the respect and consideration you deserve. If your needs continue to be disregarded despite your efforts to communicate, it may be necessary to reassess the dynamics of the relationship. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus advised, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom is crucial in understanding that while you cannot control others' actions, you have full control over how you respond to them. Surrounding yourself with individuals who value and validate your emotions is crucial for nurturing a healthy sense of self-worth and mutual respect. Healthy relationships thrive on reciprocity, where both parties contribute to each other's emotional and psychological well-being. Stoic principles underscore the importance of self-respect and resilience, guiding individuals toward recognizing when their dignity is compromised. According to Aristotle, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Cultivating relationships where mutual respect is the norm requires intentional effort and a commitment to living by values that honor both your needs and those of others. By fostering such relationships, you create a supportive environment where both parties can flourish emotionally and spiritually. Ultimately, honoring oneself and fostering inner strength are pivotal in confronting emotional neglect. Stoicism imparts the wisdom that self-respect is foundational to teaching others how to treat you. The Stoics believed in the power of inner resilience and the importance of cultivating an unwavering sense of self-worth. Sometimes, the most empowering choice you can make is to walk away from relationships that fail to uphold your inherent worth and emotional needs. This act of walking away is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and commitment to living a life of virtue and integrity. As Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Free from the chains of emotional neglect, you reclaim your autonomy and affirm your right to be treated with the respect and care you deserve. In doing so, you affirm your autonomy and cultivate environments where mutual respect and empathy can flourish authentically. Stoic philosophy teaches us that our true power lies in our ability to maintain our peace and integrity regardless of external circumstances. By walking away from those who don't value your worth, you make a powerful statement about your values and the kind of relationships you seek. You create space for healthier connections, where your feelings are acknowledged and your needs are met with empathy and respect. This process of self-affirmation and boundary setting is not just about avoiding toxicity. It's about actively choosing to live a life filled with relationships that nourish and uplift you. In conclusion, disregarding your emotions or needs in a relationship is a significant red flag that should not be ignored. It represents a fundamental breach of the Stoic principles of mutual respect and empathy. To navigate this challenge, listen to your inner voice, speak up for your needs, and surround yourself with individuals who honor your worth. Remember that self-respect is the cornerstone of all healthy relationships. As you continue on your journey, let the wisdom of Stoic philosophy guide you in building a life where you are not only heard but truly seen and valued. Embrace the power of walking away when necessary, knowing that you are choosing to honor your true self and the path of virtue and inner peace. 5. Emotional manipulation. Consider the profound wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a luminary in Stoic philosophy, who famously stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This timeless insight serves as a guiding beacon in navigating the intricate terrain of emotional manipulation, a subtle yet pervasive force that can quietly infiltrate relationships, friendships, and professional environments. Unlike overt forms of coercion, emotional manipulation operates covertly, subtly eroding one's confidence and sense of self-worth. It disguises itself behind a facade of friendship or concern, employing a cunning mix of praise and criticism to foster dependency and control. Picture yourself in a scenario where interactions that should uplift and inspire instead leave you feeling drained and uncertain. This gradual erosion of emotional well-being often begins imperceptibly, underscoring the importance of cultivating acute self-awareness. Stoic philosophy teaches us that self-awareness transcends mere observation of external events. It involves a deep understanding of our internal reactions and the steadfast maintenance of sovereignty over our thoughts and emotions. This heightened awareness empowers individuals to trust their instincts when detecting manipulative behaviors that undermine autonomy, fostering the courage to confront such tactics head-on. To fortify oneself against emotional manipulation requires establishing robust boundaries firmly rooted in personal values and principles. These boundaries serve as the resilient walls of one's mental fortress, not mere symbolic gestures, but tangible defenses against undue influence. By articulating and defending these boundaries, individuals affirm their right to self-respect and dignity, embodying the Stoic virtue of self-control. This proactive stance underscores the sanctity of one's mental and emotional space, crucial in safeguarding against manipulation and preserving inner tranquility. Marcus Aurelius imparts that true strength lies in the ability to govern one's responses to external stimuli, including manipulative tactics designed to unsettle and destabilize. Recognizing manipulation, whether through subtle guilt trips, gaslighting, or selective disclosure of information, empowers individuals to reclaim agency over their mental landscape. This empowerment is not about engaging in unnecessary confrontation, but rather about cultivating relationships grounded in mutual respect and authenticity, where personal growth flourishes organically. In essence, navigating emotional manipulation necessitates both vigilance and the courage to assertively advocate for one's well-being. Surrounding oneself with individuals who prioritize transparency and honesty fosters environments where interactions contribute to mutual growth rather than dependency. By embodying Stoic principles of resilience and self-awareness, individuals cultivate a mindset that prioritizes inner peace and clarity amidst external pressures. It is a continuous journey, where safeguarding one's peace of mind requires active nurturing and protection guided by the enduring wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Emotional manipulation often operates through nuanced behaviors that initially appear benign but gradually undermine confidence and autonomy. For instance, manipulators might strategically use compliments to elevate themselves while subtly criticizing others' choices or achievements, fostering a sense of indebtedness or inadequacy. They may employ tactics like playing the victim or resorting to emotional blackmail to coerce compliance, exploiting empathy and goodwill for personal gain. These insidious tactics can inflict significant harm, particularly in intimate relationships or professional contexts where trust and cooperation are paramount. Recognizing these subtle patterns demands a heightened awareness of one's emotional responses and the underlying dynamics at play. Stoic philosophy encourages introspection and mindfulness as tools for navigating such interactions, emphasizing that while external events and others' behaviors may be beyond control, one retains agency over their responses and adherence to personal principles. This perspective empowers individuals to assert boundaries firmly and communicate values without fear of manipulation or reprisal, fostering relationships grounded in integrity and mutual respect. Furthermore, Stoicism champions the cultivation of resilience and emotional fortitude in confronting adversity. It encourages viewing challenges not as sources of distress, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. This mindset shift proves invaluable when navigating emotional manipulation, offering a broader perspective that helps maintain clarity and avoid entanglement in manipulative dynamics. By prioritizing personal growth and ethical conduct, individuals can cultivate relationships where authenticity thrives and manipulation finds no fertile ground. Confronting emotional manipulation necessitates a multifaceted approach encompassing self-awareness, boundary establishment, and adherence to ethical principles. Drawing upon the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy equips individuals with the tools to discern manipulation tactics, assert autonomy, and cultivate relationships founded on honesty and mutual respect. Protecting one's mental and emotional well-being demands vigilance, courage, and an unwavering commitment to personal integrity. Through these efforts, individuals not only honor themselves but also uphold Stoicism's tenets of inner strength and moral clarity across all facets of life. 6. Lack of genuine support. At the heart of every meaningful relationship lies the bedrock of genuine support. It's akin to having a personal cheerleader who stands by you through every high and low. But what happens when this support is missing? It's like walking a tightrope without a safety net. You make a move hoping for an encouraging word or a helping hand, only to find a void. This absence is a glaring red flag in any relationship, signaling that you might be in the company of someone who sees you as a mere stepping stone rather than a partner in growth. Genuine support doesn't mean constant agreement or unwavering cheerleading. It's about having someone who values your dreams as much as their own. When this is missing, your triumphs and trials become mere background noise to them. They might nod along to your stories, but their minds are elsewhere. They're like shadows that appear when the sun shines bright but vanish at the first sign of a storm. Such relationships are draining, leaving you feeling alone in your endeavors. Statistics highlight the importance of genuine support in relationships. Studies have shown that individuals who receive consistent support from their partners are more likely to achieve their personal and professional goals. According to research conducted by the American Psychological Association, 71% of people in supportive relationships report higher life satisfaction and emotional well-being compared to only 33% of those in unsupportive relationships. It's crucial to recognize these patterns. When your joys and sorrows are met with indifference or hollow words, it's a sign to reevaluate the depth and direction of the connection. To thrive, surround yourself with people who genuinely invest in your well-being. It's not about finding yes men or women, but those who challenge and uplift you, celebrating your victories and standing with you in your defeats. In a world where relationships can often be superficial, cultivating connections that are rooted in mutual respect and genuine interest is not just refreshing, it's essential. These are the bonds that not only withstand the test of time, but also propel you forward, enriching your life with a sense of shared purpose and understanding. 7. Constant competition. When every interaction feels like a tally in a hidden game of give and take, you're facing the silent scoreboard, a stealthy sign of being used. Unlike friendly competition, which thrives on mutual growth and shared victories, this is a one-sided match where someone's kindness comes with a silent invoice, and their favors are transactions in disguise. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, warns us against such imbalances in relationships, emphasizing the importance of genuine connections over calculated exchanges. In this silent scoring game, you're left feeling indebted, as if every gesture has strings attached, turning friendships into ledger entries. Studies indicate that relationships marked by constant competition and scorekeeping are detrimental to mental health. According to the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, individuals in competitive relationships experience 25% higher levels of stress and anxiety. Moreover, the National Institute of Mental Health reports that these dynamics can lead to a significant decrease in self-esteem and overall life satisfaction. The key to overcoming this is awareness and setting boundaries. Understand that your worth isn't measured by what you can offer in someone else's tally. Build relationships based on mutual respect and support. True Stoic wisdom teaches us to cherish connections for their sincerity, not their utility. By doing so, You embrace the essence of Stoicism, fostering relationships that enrich both your life and others, free from the weight of hidden scores. By recognizing and addressing these red flags, you pave the way for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Surround yourself with people who offer genuine support and engage in mutual respect, and you'll find yourself thriving in an environment of trust and authenticity. 8. Absence in critical moments. Fair-weather friends are like shadows, present during your brightest days, but nowhere to be found in your darkest hours. This pattern of behavior is a telltale sign of being used. Picture this. You're surrounded by laughter and smiles when times are good, but as soon as the tide turns, their support vanishes like mist. This kind of relationship can be incredibly disheartening. These individuals view relationships as mere conveniences, stepping stones for their own gain. They are like actors playing their part when the script benefits them, but exiting stage left when the scene demands more than they're willing to give. Their absence in your moments of need isn't just disappointing. It's a loud statement of their true intentions. When you're facing a crisis or even just a tough day, the people who genuinely care will be there for you. Fair-weather friends, however, will find excuses, making you feel abandoned when you need support the most. Stoicism teaches us to see people and situations as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. In the face of such behavior, a Stoic approach isn't about bitterness. It's about clarity and self-respect. Reflect on these relationships with a clear, unclouded mind. Understand that genuine bonds are tested not in joy, but in adversity. When someone consistently disappears in your time of need, it's a sign to reassess their role in your life. Psychological studies back this up. Research published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology indicates that reliable social support significantly reduces stress and increases well-being. When this support is absent during critical moments, it can lead to feelings of isolation and increased stress. Remember, your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Instead, focus on building relationships with those who stand by you not only in the sunlight, but also in the storm. True friends are those who show up when it's inconvenient, when the skies are gray, and the path is uncertain. They are the ones who offer a hand, a listening ear, or simply their presence, proving that their bond with you is genuine. 9. Lack of reciprocity. Imagine you're in a relationship where you're always the one giving your time, your care, and even your Netflix password. Meanwhile, the other person seems to just take, rarely if ever pitching in. This is a classic case of lack of reciprocity, a red flag waving fiercely in the breeze of your interactions. Relationships should be a two-way street, where both parties invest equally in each other's happiness and well-being. Stoicism teaches us the value of balance and mutual respect in relationships. If you're constantly the one sending good morning texts, planning dates, or listening to their problems without ever receiving the same attention, it's time to pause and reflect. Is this relationship a two-way street, or does it feel more like a lonely one-way lane? To address this imbalance, first look inward. Stoicism isn't about changing others. It's about understanding and adjusting our responses. Ask yourself, am I enabling this imbalance by not communicating my needs? It's not about keeping score, but rather about ensuring a healthy mutual exchange. Speak up, express your feelings and needs. If the other person values the relationship, they'll make an effort to balance the scales. If they don't, it might be a sign to reevaluate the relationship. Studies support the importance of reciprocity in healthy relationships. According to research published in the Journal of Family Psychology, relationships characterized by mutual giving and receiving report higher satisfaction and longevity. When one partner consistently gives more than they receive, resentment can build, leading to emotional exhaustion and relationship breakdown. Remember, as a Stoic sage of the modern world, your peace and well-being are paramount. In a relationship, both parties should feel valued and heard, not just one. If you find yourself in a pattern of giving without receiving, it's essential to reassess the dynamic. Healthy relationships are about mutual respect and support, where both individuals contribute to each other's growth and happiness. By fostering balanced and reciprocal relationships, you create a more fulfilling and supportive network around you. This ensures that you're surrounded by people who not only appreciate what you offer, but also are willing to give back, creating a harmonious and enriching connection. 10. Betrayal. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, betrayal is a silent storm that brews beneath the surface, often unnoticed until it strikes with devastating force. Like an insidious vine, it entwines itself around the pillars of trust, gradually squeezing the life out of them. One might wonder, how do I spot this creeping threat? Awareness is your first line of defense. Pay close attention to the balance of give and take in your interactions. Is there a consistent pattern where you're always giving while they are always taking? This is akin to an emotional tug-of-war, leaving you drained and unfulfilled. Addressing betrayal is not just about identifying the issue. It requires taking decisive action. Stoicism teaches us the power of perception and reaction. You have control over how you perceive and react to these situations. If betrayal lurks within your relationships, confront it with the calmness of a seasoned Stoic. Engage in open dialogue, but also set firm boundaries. It's not merely about pointing fingers. It's about understanding the dynamics and deciding your path forward. Will you repair the crack or build anew? The choice is yours, but make it wisely. Your emotional well-being is paramount, and you have the strength to choose a path that aligns with your values and self-respect. 11. Selective availability. A subtle yet powerful tool of manipulation often hides behind the guise of a busy life. Enter selective availability. Imagine you're the go-to person, always on standby, ready to jump in whenever they call. Your presence is constant, like a lighthouse in the dark. But flip the scene, and there's a stark difference. Their availability is like catching a glimpse of a shooting star, rare and on their terms. It's not about clashing schedules. It's a choice, a tactic. They keep you at arm's length, controlling the tides of the relationship. You find yourself in a dance where the steps are always set by them. Your messages float in the digital void, and your calls echo unanswered. When they do reach out, it's often to serve their own agenda, reducing you to a mere convenience in their story. This imbalance chips away at your self-worth, sowing seeds of doubt. Are you valued? Do your efforts matter? Here's where Stoicism steps in, offering a lens to reassess and reclaim your power. Stoicism teaches the art of perception, urging you to see situations for what they truly are, stripping away the emotional fog. It's about recognizing your value independent of others' recognition. Remind yourself that your worth isn't tethered to their whims. Embrace the Stoic practice of self-reflection. Reflect on the relationship's dynamics, not with bitterness, but with clarity. This isn't about building walls, but about setting boundaries, understanding that mutual respect and effort are the cornerstones of a healthy relationship. In this journey of self-realization, remember you're the sculptor of your self-worth, not a bystander in someone else's narrative. 12. Making you feel guilty. When it comes to being used, guilt is a master manipulator's favorite tool. It's a sneaky trick, making you feel like you're always owing someone. They might say things like, "After all I've done for you," or "I thought you cared about me," turning every favor into a debt you never asked for. This tactic plays on your good nature, making you feel bad for even thinking of saying no. But here's the thing. You don't owe anyone your time or energy just because they expect it. It's not selfish to put your needs first. It's necessary. The art of saying no is crucial here. It's about respecting yourself enough to set boundaries. Remember, your kindness is not a currency to be spent on others' demands. Stoicism teaches us about not letting others control our emotions. When someone uses guilt to sway you, they're trying to take the steering wheel of your feelings. Don't let them. Take a step back and ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to, or because I feel I have to? Stoics believe in acting according to reason, not pressure. It's all about being true to yourself. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Trust your gut. You have the power to choose how you react, and sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say no. It's not just about avoiding being used. It's about living a life that's genuinely yours. 13. Lack of personal interest. If you often feel like you're playing tennis against a wall in conversations, you might be in the grip of a one-sided relationship. Your words serve as a mere backdrop to the other person's solo performance, akin to pouring your thoughts and feelings into a bottomless pit, expecting an echo, only to be met with silence. This isn't just about being heard. It's about being acknowledged. A true conversation is a dance of words, a give and take that enriches both participants. When you find yourself repeatedly sidelined in discussions, it's a glaring red flag. It's not just poor communication. It's a sign you're being used as a sounding board rather than being valued as a partner in dialogue. When a person shows a lack of personal interest in what you have to say, it can feel deeply invalidating. You might find yourself sharing something meaningful, only to be met with indifference or quickly redirected attention back to their concerns. This consistent disregard for your contributions can erode your sense of self-worth and create a dynamic where you feel less significant. It's crucial to recognize that healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect and genuine interest. If the other person isn't willing to engage with your thoughts and feelings, it may indicate that they don't value your perspective as much as you deserve. Counteracting this imbalance isn't about shouting louder. It's about discerning where your voice is valued. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control, and in this scenario, it's the choice of whom we engage with. If your words fall on deaf ears, it may be time to redirect your conversation to those who genuinely listen. This isn't giving up. It's choosing to invest your emotional energy wisely. It's a form of self-respect to seek out relationships where your thoughts and feelings are not just heard but cherished. Your experiences and emotions are not secondary plot lines in someone else's story. They are the essence of your unique narrative. Choose to share them where they're not just heard but echoed back with the same intensity and interest. Beyond simply being heard, it's about having your perspectives appreciated and engaged with. The essence of meaningful interaction lies in the mutual exchange of ideas and emotions. When one person dominates the conversation, it undermines the collaborative spirit essential to any healthy relationship. Recognize that your voice matters and deserves to be part of a balanced dialogue. If the current dynamic leaves you feeling undervalued, it's crucial to reassess your engagement. Find those who not only listen but also respond thoughtfully, creating a dialogue where both parties feel enriched. This change may require courage, but it's a step towards nurturing relationships that affirm your worth. 14. Unilateral conversations. Have you ever found yourself in a chat where it feels like you're just a pair of ears, there to soak up someone else's saga? That's a unilateral conversation, a sneaky trap in the game of social exchanges. Picture this. You're all ears for their tales, nodding along, offering that supportive aha. But the moment you chip in with your bit, there's a sudden shift. They tune out, fidget, or worse, hijack the chat back to their favorite subject, themselves. It's like playing tennis with someone who won't let you serve. Frustrating, right? If this sounds all too familiar, it's time for a reality check. Stoicism isn't about enduring silently. It's about recognizing your worth and asserting it with quiet confidence. In these one-way conversations, you're more than just a backdrop to someone else's monologue. You're a person with your own rich tapestry of stories and insights. The next time you find yourself sidelined in a conversation, gently steer it back to a fair exchange. If they dodge, It's a clear sign they're more interested in an audience than a conversation. Always bear in mind that in the art of dialogue, your voice is not an echo but a melody that deserves to be heard. Stand firm in your value, and don't shy away from seeking the balance that every meaningful interaction demands. Consider how often you find yourself in these one-sided exchanges. Are they a rare occurrence, or do they happen frequently with specific individuals? If it's a recurring pattern, it might indicate a deeper issue within the relationship. True connection thrives on mutual respect and reciprocity. When these elements are missing, the relationship becomes draining rather than enriching. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to seek out environments that nurture our well-being. This might mean limiting interactions with those who consistently monopolize conversations and seeking out people who value a balanced exchange. Remember, meaningful dialogues are built on mutual interest and respect, where both voices are valued and heard. Unilateral conversations not only diminish your role in the interaction, but also foster a sense of isolation and insignificance. When your contributions are consistently overlooked, it can lead to self-doubt and frustration. It's essential to address this imbalance by setting clear boundaries and expressing your need for a more reciprocal dialogue. If the other party is unwilling to change, it may be necessary to distance yourself from these draining interactions. Seek out connections where your voice is not just heard but valued. This shift might involve finding new social circles or reevaluating existing relationships. The goal is to cultivate interactions that are enriching and mutually beneficial, where both parties feel respected and engaged. 15. Superficial closeness. Navigating through the maze of modern relationships, one subtle yet pervasive pitfall is superficial closeness. It's like a mirage of intimacy where actions and words create an illusion of connection but lack the substance of true emotional depth. This is the kind of relationship where plans are frequently made and just as often discarded, where promises are as flimsy as autumn leaves. This pattern isn't just a hiccup in communication. It's a deliberate strategy. The person maintains just enough proximity to benefit from your presence without truly investing themselves. It's a convenience-based interaction where you might feel more like a utility in their life rather than a valued individual. Recognizing this pattern is more than just a moment of realization. It's a call to reassess the dynamics of your relationships. Does the balance of emotional investment tip heavily in their favor? Are you feeling the weight of unreciprocated efforts? It's crucial to see these signs not as a reflection of your worth, but as a signal to pivot towards relationships that honor mutual respect and genuine connection. Stoicism teaches us about the value of authenticity and living a life true to our principles. In doing so, we must be courageous in stepping away from those who treat relationships as mere conveniences. Instead, we should seek connections that are rooted in sincerity, where mutual growth and support are the foundations. It's in these authentic interactions that we find not just companionship, but a shared journey towards personal and collective growth. Superficial closeness can often leave you feeling used and unappreciated. It's essential to identify the core motivations behind these relationships. Are they driven by genuine interest and care, or are they maintained out of convenience and self-interest? Reflecting on these questions can provide clarity and guide you towards more meaningful connections. Authentic relationships require effort, vulnerability, and mutual investment. When these elements are present, the bond transcends mere convenience, fostering a deeper sense of trust and understanding. By aligning yourself with people who value you for who you are, rather than what you can provide, you cultivate a support system that enhances your emotional well-being and personal growth. Superficial relationships often thrive on the surface, lacking the depth necessary for true emotional connection. These interactions can leave you feeling empty and unfulfilled, as the promises and plans made are rarely followed through with genuine commitment. It's vital to recognize the signs of superficiality and take steps to foster deeper, more meaningful connections. This involves being honest with yourself about the nature of your relationships and having the courage to seek out those who are willing to invest in a genuine partnership. Authentic relationships are built on trust, mutual respect, and a willingness to engage deeply. By prioritizing these qualities, you can create a network of support that is both emotionally fulfilling and enriching. Have you ever felt like your efforts to maintain peace in your relationships come at the expense of your own voice and dignity? Like you're constantly walking on eggshells, tiptoeing around conversations for fear of being misunderstood or dismissed? If so, it's time to break free from the cycle of passive acceptance and step into the role of a self-assured advocate for your worth. This transformation isn't a flippant switch you can toggle. It's a powerful journey that demands more than just recognizing the need for change. It requires decisive action. True Stoicism isn't about suffering in silence, pretending hardships don't exist. It's about wisdom, understanding what elements within a situation you can control. You can't manipulate how others behave, but you can absolutely own your response to their actions. Let your voice be heard, but with both strength and composure. If someone is habitually late, address it. Don't simply sigh and accept it as the norm. Explain how their constant tardiness makes you feel disrespected and undervalued. Are your ideas and opinions consistently disregarded? Don't shrink back or allow yourself to be silenced. Speak up for yourself. This isn't about creating unnecessary conflict. It's about demanding the dignity you deserve as a human being. Remember, your feelings are more than valid. They are fundamental to who you are. Your opinions hold weight and deserve to be considered. You matter. This journey isn't merely about achieving a superficial harmony in your relationships. It's about ensuring your voice finds its place at the table, and that your opinions are heard and valued with the sincerity they warrant. A true Stoic isn't a doormat who passively endures disrespect. A true Stoic is someone who possesses a deep understanding of their inherent worth and who resolutely insists on being treated with the respect they deserve. By taking action and asserting yourself, you embark on a path of self-discovery and empowerment. You deserve healthy relationships that are built on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. Remember, you are not just worthy of respect, you are capable of demanding it. So take a deep breath, find your voice, and embark on this transformative journey with unwavering confidence. This path may not be easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. As you navigate conversations with newfound self-assurance, you'll not only foster healthier relationships, but you'll also cultivate a profound sense of self-respect. Remember, you are worthy, you are capable, and your voice deserves to be heard.